Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 10 of Let's Play Caves of Lore, the modern yet old school CRPG that just came out not too long ago. Hope you guys and gals are doing well. Let's see, where are we? Right here? We're still exploring Emerisk. I'm going to light a smoke here. We have a lot more to check out, so let's go ahead and do that. Did we check out the cow farm? I'm pretty sure we did, yeah. Stump. Something tells me I should probably dig here. Let's try digging. Nothing. And he didn't run to any specific location. Alright, what else is there to do? You were Hardwin. The woodsman. Okay. Oh, services. I didn't see that. Train skills. Oh. Max level to train is to 4 for awareness. Cost 60 for him to go from skill level 3 to 4. Well, let's see. Oh, he gets 10 points, so let's get another one. Taking... what was his name again? Albo? To level 4 awareness. We'll get a level 4 Merrywin. For 60 to go to level 4. And they're still too far away. That would cost 3 times 80 to get, and I'm too high to train. Let's go back to services. What else? Survival. You can train up to level 7. So in today's episode, we're just going to continue exploring and trying out different things, experimenting. Let's go ahead and get you. Well, I don't think survival is cumulative, so let's go ahead and get Reichard survival. I don't know, 40, we'll pay for it. Ranged weapons, he can train up to 6. Oh, that's good for Merrywin. Let's go 60, take her current level to 4. He's at 1, I'm at 1. I don't want it really anymore. 1681, we still have plenty of money left. Everybody's awareness is taken up. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I missed that the first time. I'm not sure where all the buildings we went. This was a shop. This was his wood shop, okay. And if we come up here, okay, there was this building, which I think is the library, so let's go ahead on in. There's a peace in this place. I feel a strange connection to this place. Oh, it's a church. For some reason, it skipped the first dialogue. I think it's a church. It looks like a church. Yep, there's a book up there. Interesting. We'll get there, guys. I'm going to steal from the church. Oh. Healer's Field Manual. Oh. Wait a minute. Let's see if that reacts with the Codex. Oh, we did get this book, too. The Visions of Ice. Where'd the Healer's Manual go? Read. Oh, we all went up in first aid. Learn first aid lore. Healer's Field Manual, Binding Wounds and Fear. To those that choose the honorable path of healing, may many blessings extend to you. I wish to begin with an experience of mine which did forge my spirit into what it is today. On the fields of southern Andwar, facing the might of Oladan's marauders, I came to face a question that all healers must face. Who shall I save? Surrounding you are wounded. Some are your company and others are the enemy. In such a slaughter as the Battle of Four Fields, even healers could be found among the wounded and dead. It is here that you find your true heart. There are 3 common answers to this question of who to save. The one who needs it most, that he may live. The one who needs it the least, so that he may continue the fight. And lastly, yourself, that you may continue to heal others. The lesson I wish to convey is that there is no wrong answer, only a wrong heart. You will be forced to make quick decisions in such places. What you decide will vary and may seem almost at a whim, yet a choice made from fear will lead you to darker places still. This is where guilt and shame lie. Makes sense. Do you fear that you may lose the man who is gravely wounded? Perhaps you fear having to look a more able man in the eyes, knowing what faces him. And perhaps you fear for your own life. Do not fall subject to this fear, for our business is that of love and duty, which cannot coexist with fear, for they are at odds. Medicine is only part of what you must master, for once you leave your mentor, you will face more than a challenge of knowledge. Peace be with you, Acolyte, and may you bring light to those who are hurting. Regent of Simbori Medical School, Shashesa, Andwar. That was like a skill book. Interesting. And then we still have this Visions of Ice, like I said. You've got electricity, you've got fire, and I've got summoning that I'm trying out. Let's go ahead and sort this thing for newest. Alright, we do have things to sell, but it's kind of a mess. Potion of Healing and a Healer's Cloak and 28 gold. Potion of Healing, a mana, and a Merchant's Stole and 12 gold. Not stealing, it's just that stuff is there for anyone to take. Lunamar's Blessing, Power Surges. Oh, it's a healing spell book. Nice. Alright, and this is what I meant by it reacting with the codex. See how it flashed? The codex flashes at the same time, which we didn't see because the codex is somewhere else in here. I think it's right there. No, right there. But it flashes and it kind of interacts with that book strangely. But and we can read it. Wait a minute. Can we read all of these books? Oh my gosh. We can read these books too. And we can read the codex. I didn't even try to read the codex. Okay, this is exciting. Let's read Leonamar's Blessing. Leonamar is light, words of truth and remaking. In these things we understand ourselves, for we are Leonamar's gift. Light fills shadow, the sun gives this light, and Miala, Gammon, and Thethris reflect it. The one who makes the light desires that which is hidden to be known, and that which is lost to be found. Embrace the light of Leonamar, and you will be found. Truth spoken drives away evil, for lies abound where the light cannot reach. In the shadows, falsehood takes root. Though its roots go deep, its branches may receive the light and find truth. Hear the words that are spoken and allow the light to find you. That which is broken can be mended. The light illuminates the vessel and the truth reveals its cracks. Not all of them are on the outside, yet all are in need. The vessel shall not be thrown away, but rather made new. It was not idly made, nor will it be cast away idly. The light illuminates for such a purpose as this, and the words we hear say, "Mend." Let this truth be manifested in the vessel. Embrace the mending and become something new. And this is the blessing of Leonamar, that like the moons you may reflect the light of Leonamar. So I guess he's like God in this world. Then we've got Tome of Deepest Reaches. Musings of Dark Passages. Darkness is safe harbor to that which does not wish to be seen. Light is its enemy. In the deepest recesses of the earth lie mysteries untold, horrors unknown to man, and secrets waiting to be discovered. If you have no fear, venture further than the surface. There is beauty in the dark places, but also room to conceal evil. But do I speak of caves or the hearts of men? Messengers of night. So this is like a darkness magic. From bats we can learn much. Though they desire warmth and freedom, they spend their days huddled in frigid darkness. And during this daily confinement they find comfort and warmth in each other's company. They are keepers of dark passageways and feared among the ignorant. Though they have the appearance of evil, wise men know their value, and that true evil is not so easily observed. In observing them we can find freedom within limits, comfort and shelter with friends, and wisdom to look beyond outward appearances. What more might we learn from them? Strength and failure. Consider a shelter of stone hanging freely without worry. Great strength holds it up, the likes of which men cannot attain, yet time is a greater strength. One day it falls, but in weakness it finds power. To the ground it crashes, with a mighty force it crushes all who stands in its way. A shattered heart. A small crack at first glance may appear to be only on the surface. Upon closer inspection, however, it is evident of flaws long present. It is deep, reaching to unknown places. Is the heart not like this also? And does not what flows from your mouth betray what lies in your heart? Be careful not to step on such a crack, lest you suffer all that lies within. Pretty good writing, pretty cool. Yeah, I'll read the codex last. Applications of force. This journal I now write for future observations, to observe my great works and improve upon the processes that I first tread. I dedicate this work to my most prized pupil, myself. No authors are given. Day 1. The immutable forces of nature are indeed powerful. They go where they willst, but what if they could be guided or redirected? Indeed, what if the strength of one force could be borrowed, concentrated, and released, much as we breathe in and exhale with great force? Day 5. Yesterday's experiments have been improved upon. My apprentice has broken a significant number of clay vessels in this house, and I fear I can take it no more. He moves in a dangerous way, borrowing forces as I predicted, but with no knowledge of where they come from. This is a dangerous mindset. Day 11. It has been suggested by my apprentice that the borrowing of forces might create gaps or holes from whence they were borrowed. I congratulated him on pondering the consequences of his actions, but he seems all the more excited. He speaks of connecting these gaps, tying them together and using them for heaven knows what. Day 15. I firmly believe that all forces will balance themselves out in the end, but how? What are the consequences for this? My apprentice shows no sign of relenting in his experiments. Day 20. He has done it. Without fear of consequence, he has bound the void to his will. He is now traveling between points. I am powerless against his hubris. What if he does not end up where he presumes? What other worlds might lie hidden behind the veil? Day 27. 1 month. I have been doing these experiments for a mere month, and the progress made. I cannot lie any longer. I have no apprentice. It is I alone who delves foolishly into the dark. This very day, as I attempted to travel to the market through one of my new gateways, I saw something looking back at me through the portal. I am sure of it. Day 28. I must rest. I have done too dangerous a thing, and yet I cannot bring myself to destroy my notes. I will hide them instead. I will use the gateway and stash them in the void. Only by those who already possess great skill will they be found and brought back to this world. I shall leave tomorrow. I can sense it, watching. Casimir, disciple of Wister. That is pretty interesting. So if we master this book, we can maybe get his notes from the other dimension, essentially. This is pretty wild stuff. In Search of Clarity. Can we read the moldy books? No. The Musings of King Inostris of Aladan. It is not often that a king is given time to gaze upon the beauty of this world, unhindered by the weight of his duties. This mountaintop is unlike any in my kingdom. As the sun melts away the morning haze, it reveals splendor and majesty that even a king cannot attain. How I long to be like the sun, clearing away the gloom, or an oiled cloth polishing old wood. The wealth of my realm is centuries old, yet something so simple can bring it back to life. That is what I wish for this realm as well. The villages I can now see below are old and sturdy. Their stories stretch back generations. The streets are long and narrow, filled with open markets and storytellers. Behold, even from this height I can see messengers moving through the streets, seeking out men of note, delivering their words to those that need hear them. Perhaps they speak of my coming. It was no small effort to reach this mountaintop. My path here was fraught with danger, but I overcame. We overcame. Now take heart, raise your swords, strike your shields. Let not the messengers be seen as liars, or their cries of warning be ignored. We will polish their armies into the dust. We will burn them away like mist in the morning sun. This realm will show new beauty. It will reflect the glory of Aladan, and we will not stop here. For, just as we saw in the arcane realm and perceived the secret paths to this mountain, so we shall soon enter it in body as well. There is nothing that will escape our gaze, no land that shall not be trod under our feet. No realm shall remain hidden, no secret remain lost. We will shine a light even into the deepest umbra. And that, of course, is the Arcane Sight book, that we learned a few things from. We read that. We have a chest that we can put a lot of stuff into. Maybe I'll start putting potions in here. Let's grab the potions, guys. We've been picking up a lot of them. I hope there's a good use for them. As in, like, we'll need them, but, you know, if we play smart and I was grinding a bit, they shouldn't be all that necessary all the time. That's literally all of our potions. Which one is that? Potion of mana. Okay, books. Visions of Ice. Healer's Field Manual. Let's read this one. As witnessed by the great explorer Larish Haesher. It was upon the third month of our journey, long after we had passed through the Strait of Northera, that my crew and I came upon a chill wind, the likes of which we had never imagined. The very hairs on our heads froze, and so did many of my crew. So unprepared we were that we only survived because of the furs we had brought to trade in the distant lands. However, despite our firm belief that we would reach Andwar in 2 months' time, we instead found only water, and then land would not be the proper word, for it was still water yet made entirely of ice. Few minds have even conceived of such a place, and it rose from the water all around us. Despite this cold, serpents swam about us, and dark shapes crawled on the surface of the ice. As though it were not enough to be in this deadly place, the land also moved, as would cubes of ice in a drink. As they crashed into each other, shards of ice fell and others rose, pressed between the weight of all that was crashing about. Indeed, we suspected our ship would be next, so we abandoned our quest. I have written this account so that it may be remembered in time, for I suspect few will believe our tales. I have left much out for fear of being labeled a madman. This is the fate that explorers must bear, that if the lands they find are too much beyond what is imaginable, they are rarely believed. I leave you with this, the name I have chosen to give this land, Porscalia. In the old tongue it means the cold has consumed me. That is pretty awesome writing there. I like that. I guess that's all the books. And the ones we're holding on to. Rain's bestiary forward note. I watched as Rain painstakingly added to this book one entry at a time. I continued my studies while he searched the deepest recesses of Agrabah, returning each time to add more drawings of strange creatures to his collection. I once cared only for formulas, but now I see that those who make them start with the deep study of their subject. Experimentation is not random as I had once thought, but is highly educated in its guesswork. Take to heart these principles before you begin your journey into Rain's world. 1. One does not simply stumble into the unknown, for that which is easy to find has already been found. You must pursue your goal, whatever it is, with an unrelenting passion, meaning fight all the enemies that you come across to fill out your bestiary. Understand the mind of your subject is just as important as understanding its substance. This applies to rocks and plants in addition to animals. If you do not understand my meaning, then take time to ponder before continuing. So basically the mind of what you summon should be the right mind to face the challenge that you're facing. Patience is a virtue, for in it you find safety, time to contemplate what you have already seen, and wisdom to see that which is only seen by the truly attentive. So there's a lot of interesting details to ponder in the summoning, and what creatures you summon and what they're effective against and stuff like that, their weaknesses and strengths. Embrace the joy of discovery. These mental and physical exercises are not devoid of life or separate from yours. Enjoy what you do. Pretty self-explanatory. If you embrace these principles, if you fully grasp the nature of your subject, if it brings you life, then you can bring life to your subject. Now go, enjoy the works of my little brother, whom I once doubted and subjected to much distress for thinking him a fool. I was the fool, and there is no shame in embracing the truth. Behold, a world of strange creatures is about to be opened to you. Tread lightly. Step, loyal friend and brother Terrain. Terrain? Can we do anything with any of these other items? Not really. Alright, and Rykard has the Guardians of Glowfear. Sounds interesting. I, Arendal I, employed in the procurement of treasure and oddities for her lordship Queen Varenmere of Arenquist, do hereby give my account of the Guardians of the legendary sword Glowfear. The legend of Glowfear is not a tale taken seriously by many. Indeed, my compatriots felt as though I had set out upon a fool's errand. But I must be truthful to my queen and cannot alter my tale, despite the way in which I expect it will be received. My journey began after much research in the great library of Emerisk, where I came upon ancient scrolls depicting a weapon so powerful and worthy of Her Majesty that I could not resist its pursuit. Of all the treasures in her hold, this one weapon, whether sword or axe or spear I do not know, shines above all the rest. And this I mean quite literally, for its name is taken from the old tongue meaning glowing ember. Many weeks of study I gave until I came upon its resting place, the Isle of Springhold. Dotted with small towns and villages, this island is not known to many, though it resides within the boundaries of Emerisk. The inhabitants much prefer it this way, as in staying quiet they have avoided their queen's taxes. On this land there once rested a mighty city, whose name I was unable to discern. In this city, long since fallen to ruin, there lay a dungeon, and beneath it a catacomb, and beneath that a cavern. It is in this cavern that I believed was the resting place of Glowfear, and so we entered. Wow. I love stuff like that. That's really cool. Touch of Winterfell, the Fire Book. Last one. The Burning of Emeria. In the age before the reign of King Malgamon, many cycles before even his father came to power, there was a man named Dreyfus. He lived as a woodcutter in the western hill country of what would later become the kingdom of Emeria. In those days only the race of men was known to roam the earth. Now it came to pass that on a day like any other, while Dreyfus was cutting wood with his axe, he landed a blow upon a strange tree. As his axe bit into thick bark, the tree groaned. Withdrawing in surprise, he saw that his blade was wet with blood. Being a kind and cautious man, he begged forgiveness from the tree, asking what he might do to make recompense for the wound. The tree spoke with a voice that was not heard so much as felt. "For many long cycles you have lived off this forest, but now you go too deep. If you cut out its heart, will it still live? Take your axe and ask no more of these woods." Dreyfus agreed and retreated from the woods. Later that cycle, as winter approached, there came into the hills an army bound for Oladan. The army, seeking warmth, approached the forest and began to cut. When they had finished taking all that they had wished, they set fire to the rest so that their enemies would have nothing from it. When Dreyfus saw this, he was filled with sadness, and he rushed into the forest to seek the tree that he had spoken to. Though the flames raged, Dreyfus fought his way to the tree, and seeing it there burnt, he took hold of one of its remaining branches and retreated. As he carried it, he felt the pain of the forest and the heat of the flames, the memory of them etched into the woods by some unknown means. When he emerged from the flames, he was filled with anger and called out to the encamped army to answer for their deeds. But they sought to kill him for opposing them and surrounded him with weapons drawn. As they drew close, the branch burst into flame and lashed out at all who approached. Any who attempted to take hold of him was severely burned. Though the branch persisted in flame, it was not consumed, and Dreyfus then felt that the fire was both a memory of the forest pain and also a measure of his indignation. As the flames grew, the army became terrified and retreated back to the land from which they came. The torch came to rest within the kingdom of Emeria. For cycles, no one dared touch it or suffer burns, and indeed, it was true until King Celadon seized it, seeking to increase his power. Instead, he and his kingdom were reduced to ashes in a fire that could not be put out, though many attempted. May those who seek to protect be as a flame, and those who seek to usurp be as wood. So you probably have to have a high enough level of understanding in these books to, like, handle these legendary weapons and different challenges and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Did we read In Search of Clarity? Yeah, the king. Oh, now let's read the Codex. Wisdom is more valuable than gold, knowledge of more value than power. Seek to understand, and your knowledge will be power. Your wisdom will be of great worth. Within me lies protection from ignorance. My words are a lens through which to see. Common sense is a greater ward against evil than powerful magic. Seek knowledge, gain understanding, but true wisdom is knowing that you must control yourself foremost. This path is not safe, but The words continue, but the rest of the book is unreadable for some reason. The language appears the same, and yet you're unable to grasp its meaning. Pretty interesting. Alright, let's sort again. Oh, we have a rabbit in our inventory. HP and MP increased by 1. Do we equip it? I guess just having it in the inventory gives you a bonus. What is this book? Leonomar's Blessing, Visions of Ice, Healer's Field Manual. Tome of Deepest Reaches. Applications of Force. Okay, pretty interesting stuff. I love it. I love it. Can we come back here? Any secrets? I'm just clicking and seeing if there's a secret. Let's try our magical gaze. Oh. Someone's here. Oh, Muri. Muri the, tailor. Skaven? I never did find much written about these things. Alas, I wish I knew how to read. Oh, that books were more than pieces of useless wood, sliced thinly and stacked, bound with tree resin and clothed in animal skins. Goblins. They are nothing like the Agmarians. Goblins are cruel and ugly, though can they be blamed for how they look? And I wonder, are they really also cruel? Regardless, I would not venture near them without great caution. Agmarians? I believe I once read of such creatures. The library used to have a collection of books on strange creatures. Any book you could imagine was there. Ah yes, now I recall. They are said to be a gentle but powerful race. It reminds me of the woodsman on the east side of the town. I would very much like to meet him. And, okay, we can sell some stuff, though, I think. We have trousers for 11. Let me get my barter on. And eventually we're going to set out for more adventure. 4, 4, 4. 10% damage versus Earth. 42. We have Merchant Stole for 7, and a Healer's Cloak, First Aid 1. I think we all have better cloaks. Let's just sell it. We have exactly 1,800 gold. Oh, he has services too. He trains First Aid. Did I know that already? He trains to level 10. I did not know this. That is very nice. So I'm gonna give First Aid. Let's see, he would be survival, making the campfire. I don't know. Who should get first aid? Let's train Rykard in it. The Healing Hands of Rykard. Level 4. Even Arbo can get it. It's cheap and stuff, but I don't think I really... 80, 80, 80 would be 240 to get this to level 5. Boom. Now it's getting pretty expensive, so we'll stop there. He's got good healing skills now. Ah, this game is so cool, man. I'm really enjoying my time with it. This is Super CRPG. Tristram Hal, Blue Light. I have seen them outside of my window at night. Such beautiful things. I do not know what they are, for they tend to flee when approached. And you engrave item to select an item to change its name. And it can't be in the inventory. It has to be in... Well, it can't be equipped. It has to be in the inventory. Carrots? 5 to change its name? I don't know. Were we in this building? Elias. Emerisk? Now that's a name that brings joy to my heart. Good soil, clean skies, and fine company. What more could a man want? Well, a wife would be nice. Skafen? Despite hearing many tales of strange things from my father, I do not recall ever hearing this word. Perhaps I only forgot. Goblins? My father sometimes talks of them from when he was a child. I assume they are stories he remembers from when he was a child and can no longer distinguish from reality. Agmarians. I don't know what you are talking about. Sounds like more children's tales to me. You would have gotten along well with the old librarian. She died a few cycles ago. Cannot recall how many. Right, she's in the graveyard. Was I in here? Yes, this was... No. Was I in here? I think I was, but why did I leave a chest uncovered? Oh, that's why. I'm not going to take every little thing, I mean. Alright. Let's save, because nobody has saved here. Save 0 would be episode 10, which this is. Oh, we didn't meet Sam Redmond. Hello, friend. It's always nice to see a new face. Where have we met? Arbo? I could use help from a good boy like you. I keep losing things in the garden soil while tilling. That is why I wear my wedding ring around my neck now. However, I do not recall what I lost anymore. Except, I'm grateful for your help. I once found an ancient coin while digging with my hoe, but I have yet to come across my lost trinket. Merwin? Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Emerisk. Rykard? Hello, sir. You look like a man with many tales to tell. I would love to hear them sometime. Job, Sam. I grow and sell vegetables. It is my love of plants that drew my wife and I together. Fog? Normally, fog is good for my crops. It settles into a fine dew in the morning for my thirsty plants. But the fog on the edge of town is not wet. How odd. Kalendrar? I don't know much about fancy things like that, but good soil and seed I can tell you all about. For instance, actually I cannot tell you about those things at all. My memory these days. Codex? Is that some sort of garden tool? I could use something to help with weeding. Book? With such fine construction and delightful artwork on the covers, it is a shame that there is nothing inside of them. I wonder what their original purpose was. I would very much like to know. Nothing inside of them. Dark Lord? I am not afraid of him, because he is dead, that is why. Otherwise, I would be very scared. Renault? I'm not very good at remembering names. I suppose I might have met someone with that name before. Please forgive my lack of memory. I seem to have less and less of it these days. Alright, 1 second, guys. Graveyard. Living so close to it, I hear strange noises at night. Those screams. Must be a fox, though. They can sound so much like a person in distress when they call out. They do keep the rabbits off of my vegetables, though. Caves? My wife used to go into the caves, but it is much too dangerous now. She keeps forgetting her way, and the last time she took an entire day to return. She did find an interesting herb, though. You could ask her about it. Something was written. Emerisk? I grew up in this place and married my childhood sweetheart. These are much better times than in the past. An old woman used to tell me stories of goblins. Imagine that. Skafen. The old woman used to speak of these, but that is all that I can remember. Goblins? Everyone pretends that they aren't real, but I am sure that I have seen them on the edge of the fog. Agmarians? An old woman would tell me stories of them, but to be honest, they never sounded that frightening to me. I would love to meet one, perhaps. Goblins, on the other hand, I heard they feast on humans. Old woman. Cannot remember where I know her from. She was strange, I remember that. And she lived in a cave, I think. I was supposed to keep her a secret. Oh no, I should not have said anything. I see. And did we talk with you? No, don't interact. With Arbo? Yeah, he's gonna dig for him. Alright, there's that. There's this building, which is probably the cemetery. And I think one of the last ones for us to actually travel in. West Nowin. Oh, I'm leaving. No. Going right back. They should put like a marker there that you're leaving. Let's see how long we've been playing. And 33 minutes. Time just flies. Let's come in here. I don't think I came in here yet. Oh, it was locked, right? With no key. Do I have to get the key off the mayor? Iron ore requires a pickaxe. Bucket of water. He's got a quest from that dot, I guess. Cat is a bucket of water. Come down here. Fog. There's this, which we can go into. Murky Fissure. We'll maybe check that out next time to break things up a little. Loving this town though. Very cool, very detailed, lots to see and do. The smithy. Dare I say that is everything. And this was a de la Merde. Milk or cheese Agmarians? Oh, I don't know much about that sort of thing. It is an odd word. I remember a story my mother used to tell me about serpents that live in the sea. They had a similar name. Ag something. Blue light? I have seen one by the old rundown house on the west side of town. Sometimes I even see smoke coming from the chimney. Odd, is it not? And your quest was the piece of cheese in the cave. Muri. Were we in here? This was the meat shop. Alfred Hayfest. Agmarians? I think I heard of them once. Voracious meat eaters or something like that. They're probably just legends, of course. Blue light? There's nothing but fireflies around here. Beautiful creatures. But blue? I don't think so. Now, does he have services? No, not shop. I want to talk to him. I guess not. He has no services. Did I not pillage his stuff? Oh, right. Locked. Failed. That was just that. So the butcher's house has something. Another shop or two has something we couldn't open, but alas, I guess not meant to be. And this was, I have trouble keeping track of everything. This type of shop, which does not sell pickaxes. We have stuff we can sell, but I don't want to sell. Services, right. Awareness, survival range. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is that him up there? Hardwin Weil. Right. And we're pretty much decked out with all the best gear that's going on right now. I think that's it. Where's the library? That's the church. We can come up through the fields here. This double house is the inn. The old man is Olson Gifford. Emerisk. I was a boy when this town got its name, but I can't remember the story any longer. I can hardly remember simple things, like where I put my slippers or my old family sword. Scaphin. As a child, I used to sneak into the caves to play with their children. Oh, what trouble we got into, and what distress we caused our parents in doing so. What are we talking about? We're talking about goblins. Ah, that is an uncommon word these days, but I remember, in my father's time they were more common, and I myself was lucky enough to see one as a child, but that is the last time I ever did. I would not call myself lucky if I saw one now. Most folk will deny they exist. They remain well hidden until villages are weak and easy prey, but I know a place where they hide. Huh. Agmarians? Agrarians? Why yes, we are. Blue light. They are attracted to light. Fireflies, lanterns, and the like. I haven't seen them since I was a child. Oh, that's the blue light, those energy beings we fought. Some folk even spoke to them. I was too afraid. Oh, and the campfires would burn so brightly, so very beautiful. I do love campfires, don't you? Did I talk to you? Yeah, best guard spot in town. This was the carrot shop. Oh, a horse. Wow, nifty. Can't do anything with the horse. We can come back here. Can't do anything here. Then there's buildings here, which yeah, we checked. This is the pub, right? Yep. That would be the town of Emerisk, guys. I don't know if there's anywhere else to explore. There's stuff to do, though. There's different quests that I've been just ignoring in my quest book, like digging up certain items and stuff like that. There's the Fisher. There was a blue light near the west side of town. Maybe in that Fisher. We can go west, actually, in a future episode. That's still locked. Let's see if we can try to pick it. Lock is beyond my skill. Did I miss something, or where's the library? Oh, I should pull up my map. What is this place? The secrets found 1 of 6. There's no telling where the secrets might be. Emerisk. Let's check the whole map. Yeah. Oh, nice. It's labeled Smith, Taylor, Butcher, Fletcher. Shows you the inn spots. Inn. Oh, there's the graveyard yet. We can check the graveyard. The herbalist. Town hall. Okay, it's not really a food journal. Well, town hall, close enough. Don't know. That must be the library, but it's locked by the mayor, I think, or something like that. All right, guys. So next time we're gonna start doing some of these quests. Let's see. And this rabbit is 1 HP and MP for everybody, so 4 actually total. Let's see. We have 15 quests, guys. The book. Find the graveyard key. Oh, we need a key for the graveyard, too. I wish there was more detail, because even I have memory issues. Talk to the farmer about the librarian. Find the graveyard key. Oh, the key fell into a crack and now lies below Emerisk. Okay, wow, it does keep track of all the good details. That is awesome. Just a phase. Find the rare plain piercer plant. The Dark Lord. Find a book on the origins of the Dark Lord. This is too crazy. Find out where the stream in town ends and retrieve the loot. Delicate palette. Gather 5 snail meat. We need 1 more for 15 XP and strange boots. Iron deficiency. Gather 10 iron ore for chainmail armor. Full hog. Collect 10 boar meat for sausages and 30 XP. 10 sausages. The lost trinket. Find the trinket lost somewhere in a garden for an ancient coin and 5 XP. Wooden expression. Gather 5 sentient wood from the withering hills. Silver arrows and 50 XP. Search the library for the tablet. 15 XP. Convince Zai to follow you. Goats in the graveyard. Elder stone and 10 XP. Tasty treat. Find a cake. I did find one for 5 XP. The old curd. Find the ancient cheese for 15 XP and 10 ancient cheese wedge. These must be the main quests because they're highlighted. Yeah, lead. Oh? No? Why is the goats in the graveyard the lead? And let's see. I did find a cake at the, one of the shops had the cake. We can go buy one, but we'll do these quests next time, guys. And I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Truly appreciate you all. And I do hope you're enjoying this exploration. And I think the herbalist, strangely enough, had a cake. Or maybe yeah, I think it was the herbalist. But, yeah, guys. We're having a lot of fun here. Hope you'll continue on the journey with me. I think we're just scratching the surface, really, of what this game has to offer. There's just so much. So, hope you continue on with me. Hope to see you next time, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Where's that cake? It's somewhere in here, I know it. There it is. Buy a cake. 20 MP, food by a bunk. There's our cake, right? Yep. And we have to give it to Shion or something, but yep, quest updated, tasty treat. I'll go ahead and save, guys, and I'll see you next time. Much love, peace, and joy. Take care. Bye-bye.